are showing that Americans are relying on their state and local officials for leadership during this crisis. But you think there are some expectations people have, Meghan?
Yeah, there was a video that came out yesterday of Mayor de Blasio and his wife in Prospect Park in Brooklyn with his security detail, not social distancing. He lives in Gracie Mansion, which has its own private park, and New Yorkers were yelling at them and catcalling them because I think, again, we need leaders, starting from the White House down, to lead by example. And if they aren't going to abide by these rules, as so many other people are not, I think I read a story about a mayor in Nevada who opened up a nail salon privately just to have for herself so she could get a manicure. If our leaders in office are incapable of following their own guidelines, how do they expect the American public to do it as well? And if at the same time they can't be lecturing New Yorkers who are going out in parks on the weekend and maybe being too tightly together, if Mayor de Blasio and his wife aren't going to do it himself, and I was infuriated about that yesterday. You don't think I want to go to a park and be close to people I love? I can't right now because it's against the rules. And again, I don't know why I'm abiding by the rules, but Mayor de Blasio and his wife have the hubris to think that it doesn't abide to them as well.
Well, Sonny, you think the most glaring example of a failure to lead is a story that broke yesterday in the Washington Post.
Yeah, I mean, I think we haven't seen leadership from this White House from the very beginning when it comes to this pandemic. I mean, there's a story that broke in the Washington Post that says that this president knew or should have known about the outbreak because U.S. intelligence agencies issued warnings in his presidential daily brief about the coronavirus in more than a dozen classified briefings between January and February. And perhaps he didn't read it because he typically does not. He doesn't even like the oral briefings, apparently, that he gets 2 and 3 times a week. And so the fact that our response was 70 days late, our response was behind almost every other country, is just squarely on the shoulders, rests squarely on the shoulders of this president. Imagine the lives that could have been saved had we known about this, had the American people known about this in January. And apparently his intelligence officials told him about this in January.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
We know he did. Listen, he didn't do it. It's just, that's what we all know. We all know he didn't do anything.